As we said last time, the point of the 13 Ikarim is not that these 13 ideas are more true than the rest of Judaism or more important than anything else in Judaism. All of Torah is equally from, Hashem, through Moshe. And we trust Moshe that he gave us everything that Hashem said, not more, not less. And the point of the 13 Ikrim is that you have to be aware of these 13 ideas in order to accept the Torah as absolute truth. And that's what it means to be accepting of Torah. And then if that's called to be accepting Torah, it's an absolute truth, right? So then it's called you're really committed to the Torah, and then it's called you're part of Klal Yisrael, because what's the definition of Klal Yisrael? As Rav Sadia Gaon said, Eina menu uma el b'toraso. What makes our nation a nation is its Torah. Right here, take a look. Even though Eretz Yisrael is our homeland, but you see, by the nations of the world, their homeland is what makes them a nation, right? And if they're not in their homeland, they cease to exist. Right? If they're exiled, they'll assimilate with wherever they're sent to. Right, but Am Yisrael, we're 2,000 years in exile. Actually, we've been more in exile than we've actually been in our homeland, by far. Right, so Am Yisrael is, more in exile than we've ever been in our homeland. We hope that'll change soon. B'mehera b'yameinu, and we're still one nation, right? Because it's the Torah that makes us a nation. That's what, and even though there are Jews that we've never met in our lives, and we can't tell you how we're related to them, but we feel a tremendous sense of brotherhood to them, and we'll do anything for a Jew that you've never met who's on the other side of the world. You hear Yidden are having trouble, whether they're in communist Russia, right? Whether it's in Eretz Yisrael, right? Someone that you've never heard, you just know he's a Yid. You feel this brotherhood. So not just do we have the mitzvahs bend on the Chavira, but we see how we're wired up, that we feel a brotherhood for each other, for our fellow Jew. And that's because our brotherhood is from the Torah, right? It's what makes us one nation, even though we're scattered and we have different minhagim, Ashkenaz and Sfardim, we live in different parts of the world. We need Eretz Yisrael for another reason. We need Eretz Yisrael to actualize our spiritual potential. Like the Kuzri says, certain plants only grow well in certain types of ground. They grow better there as opposed to there, right? So we need Eretz Yisrael, like that's our soil, that we attain our best spiritual perfection there. Another deeper reason is that we need Eretz Yisrael to change the world. You see that the whole world's preoccupied with Eretz Yisrael, as far as, that's all the UN talks about, Israel. It's like a small slab of land, out in the Middle East. And people just go nuts over Israel because Israel is really the center of the globe. And that's why the nations of the world are just, subconsciously tied into Israel. That means whoever controls Israel controls the world. And that's why Hashem gave us Eretz Yisrael, that we should put Torah in Eretz Yisrael. You put Torah in Eretz Yisrael, you've put Torah in the whole world. It's like to inject Torah in point center of reality. So it's best for our spiritual fulfillment, for actualization of our spiritual potential. But also, we put ourselves in Eretz Yisrael. We put with the Torah, the Jewish people with their Torah that they carry in Eretz Yisrael. That through Eretz Yisrael, the Torah is injected in the whole world. And that's why the whole world is against Am Yisrael going into Eretz Yisrael, right? Because they know that if Am Yisrael with their Torah that they carry will be in Eretz Yisrael, it's going to convert the whole world, and they want to hold on to their way of life, their non-Torah way of life. Okay, so the Yud Gimel Ikrim is what you need to know to accept the Torah as an absolute truth. Excuse me for a second. All right, I have an emergency that just came up, but what we're going to discuss in our next session is that there's seemingly a contradiction between this and another Rambam, and about what makes you a Ben Olam Ba. So Rambam says that with the Yud Gimel Ikrim, you are accepted into Klal Yisrael, right? And you have a guaranteed Chelek Olam Haba. His understanding of Kol Yisrael Shem Chelek Haba is all those who believe in Yud Gimel Ikrim. That's his understanding. But it contradicts another Rambam. All the Rambams that we're talking about are Rambams that predate the Mishnah Torah, predate the writing of his major code of law. So what did Gibor Ikri put in his commentary on Sanhedrin, his commentary on Makos, the very next Masechta, at the very last Mishnah, he says that the only way to get to Olam Haba is to do one mitzvah perfect. And a person who never did that doesn't really deserve Olam Haba. So it seems there's a contradiction between these two Rambams. Is it Yud Gimel Ikrim, or is it even just one mitzvah done once perfectly? We are going to discuss and unravel this huge contradiction next time we learn. I'm sorry, I have an emergency. I have to run. Thank you very much.